Alright, Leos, I just chugged half a glass of wine because I feel like you may need to do the same thing before viewing this reading. But this is going to be for December 19th through the 31st. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. Not all the messages will resonate, and if you want something tailored to your own specific situation, the link to book that is in the description box below. So let's look at what you guys can expect. The gender of the cards don't matter. If it doesn't resonate, check your other placements for additional messages. And let's get started. The first card that we have is the Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Justice card. I don't know why something's just screaming Libra. If it's not about karma and things coming back full circle, then it's just about karma. But there's some type of tower moment. Oh boy. You see how destructive these two cards look? And they're right next to each other. So right now, you're dealing with someone that offered you some type of offer, whether it's job, love, communication, whatever this was, it was significant. Whether it was you or the person that you were dealing with, someone here was offered true love, and I feel like they may have overlooked it. And now that they have gone through their tower moment, because right now something has just come crashing down. A dynamic between two different people. I feel like there's a family or a structure of 5 to 8 people that could be affected in this scenario. I feel like there could have been scheming or just like conspiring that was going on against this Knight of Cups, and whoever this person is, they're very emotional. They're still healing from this situation. So if it's not you, it's the person that you were dealing with. Both of you are conflicted. Both of you are dealing with, petty arguments, trauma, internal conflict. And both of you are at this tug of war where you both feel like you're in the right. But in this situation, I feel like one person contributed to the detriment of the relationship or the connection of the offer, whatever it may be, more than the other. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is something being focused around work. So some of you could be diving into work to try to distract yourself from the pain and the conflict and the destruction that is going on around you. But with the Justice card, everything right now is coming full circle. And with this Scorpio energy and this eclipse coming up, I feel like things are going to be brought down, foundations that were created and built upon things that were superficial or just not authentic. All of that is going to be brought to light, and a lot of hearts are going to be broken, but it's also going to reveal a lot of things, and an awakening process will be a result of whatever this is. So despite the fact that there will be a lot of destruction and chaos in the midst of it, I feel like overall there will be a new opportunity involved for everyone, both parties involved in the situation. But like I said, this is something that's affecting the home life, a foundation, union. There could be a twin flame connection or a relationship that's in the middle of this. But with the Four of Wands, this is all about home, foundation, stability, union. And someone here has a new opportunity in love, not just in love, but with themselves also. Some of you could have been dealing with a narcissistic person who caused you to lose yourself, and now you're going through the journey of healing to try to find yourself. This is all about self-care, self-love, self-admiration, putting the work back into yourself and your craft. And some of you have found a hobby or something that you could really dive into, and this is something that's helped you channel all of the negative energy that's come from this situation. If this isn't you, once again, it's the person that you're dealing with. Someone here is dealing with some major karma, and by major karma, I feel like a complete destruction of everything that they know of. This is like a complete paradigm shift that's been forced upon you because of going through the wrong path or making the wrong decisions over and over and over again, to the point where the divine steps in and says enough. With the Ace of Pentacles, someone's going to have a new opportunity here. This new opportunity is going to have abundance and prosperity tied to it. So if you've been having issues financially, maybe feeling like you're not able to pay your bills, or having worries about whether you're going to be able to afford your lifestyle, I feel like there's a new path that's opening up. Whatever this new path is, it's something that you're passionate about. You just have to believe and have faith in yourself and get rid of the negative self-talk. Try to have positive affirmations. Try to go online and find things that could help you affirm yourself. For example, if you have self-esteem issues, go look up self-esteem affirmations that you could tell yourself 3 times a day. You do that for 2 weeks straight, and before you know it, you start to practice that self-love, self-care, self-admiration to the point where you can attract the things that you actually deserve, because you didn't deserve to be treated this way. Whatever this conflict is, it's deep-rooted. You're dealing with a past person. This isn't someone brand new that, you know, is in your life or who's just stepped in. This is deep-rooted conflict that has other people involved, especially family. A lot of family ties in this. There's one person specifically who came into this with good intentions, wanting to offer something, but in turn they had to put in a lot of work, effort, and energy into this scenario, only to be sold short at the end of it all. Sorry, I'm having like so many messages at once, I can't even keep up with it. But there's a tornado effect that's coming in. Someone here was blind. They chose to make a head over heart decision, and it was a wrong decision. And I feel like the people around them may have enticed them to do so. Why? Because they didn't want to see this person be in a better place than they were. So I get the vibe that family members could be the biggest haters around you, not even the friends or like the associates that you may think, you know, are out to get you. Sometimes it's just family members. And with the Devil card, there's some type of toxicity that was surrounding this. There was a karmic connection that needed to be wrapped up, or some type of karmic, I don't know, like karmic debt is what I'm feeling. Like you had to go through this situation with this person. There was nothing that you could have done to avoid this. And I hope you could find solace in me telling you that, because this was something that you needed to go through in order to level up. You are naturally someone who's just very loving, compassionate. You could be an empath, or just someone that in the past didn't have boundaries, because you just have like this endless cup of love. You're just so desperate for love. And I hate to say it that way. In the past, you used to be so desperate for love. Maybe it's because of a childhood trauma or something that you went through with either your mom or your dad, that you just didn't have boundaries when it came to people. And that's why people would take advantage of you over and over and over again, until it brought on the conflicts that caused you to create the boundaries to keep yourself safe, which ultimately could be pushing people out, being defensive. But there is some type of conflict here. It hasn't blown up yet completely, but I feel like if things don't, you know, resolve themselves properly, it's going to get to the point where, you know, things could just escalate, maybe even get physical. So be careful, because some of you are dealing with a person that's off the handle, and they really need to get a hold of themselves. Move forward, focus on yourself. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, but this is all about focusing on moving forward, being on your path, and doing what you need to do regardless of whether you have anybody supporting you or not, because ultimately you're the person that carries this train. You have the capability of attracting, if this is love, you could attract the love of your life if you really wanted to. You just have to be able to believe that you deserve the love that you want, and that you're capable of attracting it to yourself, because in the past you invested a lot of time, energy, and effort into someone. This could have been something that happened on multiple occasions, where you would just invest so much of your time, give yourself to people, and either they weren't receptive to it, or they just didn't reciprocate love in a way that you could understand it. And I feel like there could be an issue of love languages here. So different people have different love languages, which is also something to consider in your future relationships, how, you know, you receive love. But there's a lot of sadness and regret because of everything that you've not put yourself through, but things that you have accepted that you didn't necessarily have to put up with, but it was a lesson that you needed to learn. And this is the awakening. The awakening is the fact that you deserve better, and there were people around you that didn't have your best interests at heart to begin with. Like I said, these are people that are conspiring against you, speaking about you behind, you know, your back, judging you wrongly, being snakes, people that can't be trusted. But it was destined for you to go through this, because like I said, it was going to help you level up and transform. Ten of Swords is all about transforming while putting a permanent ending to things that no longer serve you. That way you can have a new start. Whatever this new start is, it's a new start on a path to self-love, self-admiration, self-care. A new path of putting yourself first and no longer stressing over pleasing other people, living to other people's expectations, and living life according to your needs and what you want. And there's so much power and assertiveness in that. So live in your truth. With the Queen of Pentacles, you can get to a place where you're stable, not just financially, but mentally, physically, and emotionally as well. But you have to give up on either 7 people or just give up on 7 things, 7 behavior patterns, 7, thought patterns in particular that you no longer have to fight for, because these things never even served you to begin with. With the King of Pentacles, I feel like along the way, there's going to be someone that you run into. This person may be your other half, or, some type of twin flame, soulmate dynamic. And this person is going to be very stable and independent on their own. This is someone that's not going to want to change you. They're going to want you to be the best version of you. And they're going to have a lot to offer you, not just financially, but in the sense of feelings, emotions, and giving you that emotional safety to be who you want to be. You just have to be patient, go through that healing, and pour out the love for the people that no longer serve you. Because with this regret, I feel like right now you're still in that grieving stage, especially ending 2019. It's kind of like that reflective time where we just kind of go through everything that people have put us through, that have caused us pain and sorrow, and you just have to find a way to let that go. Forgive that situation, forgive those people, send them love, because you wouldn't be where you are today if it wasn't for those lessons. And what you need to understand is everything is always bigger. There's always a bigger agenda to what we go through spiritually. What this past person may have put you through, or vice versa, if you put someone through some type of pain or sorrow, it would have been anybody else in that position, but they were brought into your life in order for both of you to go through some type of healing or awakening. And you having that knowledge moving forward, it's priceless. Like, it's worth more than any amount of money can basically give you. But with the Ace of Pentacles, just be aware that there will be a new start available to you, especially on both counts. There were secrets here that need to be unveiled, but I feel like things won't move forward until everything's been brought to light, all of the lies, the trickery, the things that were hidden behind the scenes. There's some type of transformation that's coming in this whole situation. So let's get you best advice. Best advice moving forward. The King of Wands, which is you. The fire sign in the situation is moving towards secrets or unveiling secrets to the Empress, which was the person that they view as their home, their other half, their person. But this new beginning, I feel like there's unfinished business that's required in order to have a new beginning. And someone's refusing to make a final judgment call because they're afraid to take this new leap of faith, or they're afraid of what's going to happen after this shakeup or this tower moment happens. And just trust your intuition. Don't be deceptive. And just know that with the Justice card, everything is going to be brought to light. Anything that happened within the shadows that was unfair, karma is just coming back around for everyone at this time. It's Judgment Day, and that's the end of it. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.